Hey up all, and welcome to another Engis Wild Camps. Well, I'm out on a local camp. The place where I'm heading to is about half a mile from the Peak District National Park boundary. It's a place that I've been to plenty of times in past videos. Well, the weather's absolutely lovely. As you can see, I've had to take off my micro fleece and stow it in the back of my rucksack. It's that warm. It's so good to get out of the house. Only trouble is, it's all uphill to where I'm going. And I'm not great with hills, never have been. But I'm getting better. It's only taking me 20 years. Well, I'll plod on, show you some views along the way, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Time for an update, let you know where I'm up to. Well, I'm nearly at my camp spot. Not far now, just got to go up this last hill and I'll be there. Well, I'll bring you back, as I said, when I'm at the top of this hill. I've finally arrived at my location. Oh, it's good to be back here. I think it must be 6 months, perhaps less, perhaps more. I think it might be more since I was last here. I camped here last time with my mate. That was a good laugh, a good night. My mate that I was here with last time, I told him I was coming up here and he might be wandering over just to pay me a visit, have a beer with me. I don't think he'll be camping because he's got work in the morning, unlike me. Well, where my rucksack is and my trekking poles, just here, is where I'm thinking of getting my tent up. But I'm not going to put it up just yet. I'm just going to get my breath back first and take in these views. Well, I've been here for a while now and I've got a bit of a thirst on, so I'm thinking if I get my tent up now, sooner it's up, sooner I can sit down and have a beer. So yeah, I'm going to get my tent up. Well, that's my tent up. There's nought in it yet. My bag's just behind it, so I shall just grab my bag and start getting some stuff in there, like my air mattress and sleeping bag. I've got my tent up. I've got everything sorted, kind of. As I always say, this is my favourite part of the camp. You've got your tent up, although it's a horrible place to pitch your tent, this, because it's an old quarry. Pegs only go in about that far before you hit rocks, so you have to like, kind of put them in at 70-degree angles. Well, I built up a bit of a thirst doing that in this lovely warm day, and my thoughts are turning to, you've guessed it, a tin of McEwen's Champion 7.3. Whoa. Well, tonight's beer is courtesy of Mick. So thanks a lot, Mick. I really appreciate that, mate. Really nice of you. Well, let's get it cracked open. Oh, smells good. I'm really looking forward to this. Well, good health, everybody, and cheers. By gum. Hey, that's good beer. Well, normally I would put it in my boot, but I haven't even taken my boots off yet. I was in that much of a rush to slake my thirst. Well, I'll put it down here carefully. And yeah, I'll just finish off sorting a few things out, take my boots off, and I'll bring you back. Finally, I'm all sorted. I've got everything laid out, and that beer is tasting even better now I'm more relaxed. I'll just turn the camera around and show you what I've got in my tent. As I said, I've got my boots off, and inside my tent I've got my usual fare, my silver foil blanket. I brought the Climate sleeping pad. I've not used this since last year, but I don't need my X-Ped with the R value of 5.2 because I don't think it's going to get below 5 degrees tonight, so this will be ample. This is the famous Climate winter pad that Climate claim has a R value of 4.4 because of these grooves that it's got. Your sleeping bag's supposed to loft up inside them and add a bit more heat, which it does really, but when it's been officially tested I think the R value is actually 1.9, but it is a bit higher because of that. There is a marginal effect in warmth. Well, front bottom of my tent I've got my rucksack, there's my boots with a tin of beer in there, got my gaiters, and as we move to this side I've got some fuel in this Tupperware container. I've got some jelly babies, a couple of Scotch eggs and a couple of chicken tikka pasties. I'm on cold rations tonight. There's my tins of McEwen's Champion 7.3. My kitchen, pots, pans, stove, everything's there. And I brought a new toy with me. The GTMedia N4 night vision goggles. Now I'll talk to you about those goggles a bit later, after I've had my beer. Oh, so good to be out again. Out on the hills, having a beer, not a care in the world. Oh, this is relaxation. I'll just pop this back in my boot. I might dig my wireless out and listen to radio. So yeah, I'll do that. And I'm looking forward to testing these night vision binoculars once it gets dark. But that won't be for a few hours. I will try and use the daytime method and do a bit of scanning around with them, because it's got a built-in video recorder. But there's no image stabilization, so it might be like my old videos when I used to film them on my old phone that didn't have any image stabilization on them, so the picture could be a bit shaky. Well, anyway, that's something to look forward to. In the meantime, I'll get back to my beer. I'm about 3/4 of the way through that first tin of beer. I've got wireless on, hope it's not too loud. It should be okay because I've got my microphone here. You should be able to hear me okay. Well, I'm feeling a bit peckish. So, I think I'm going to have a Scotch egg. Why not? I do like a Scotch egg. That's nice. Well, I just thought I'd let you know what I'm up to. Having some nourishment. I'll get back to eating this, listening to it wireless, and I'll bring you back in a bit. Well, as I was saying earlier on, I've got these GTMedia N4 night vision goggles. So I'll just get them out of the box. And there they are. You've got on and off button, mode for changing between camera, video, menu for doing menu things. That's an on and off button to record or take a photograph. They're your zoom in buttons for like daytime binoculars, or if you give them a short press, you've got 7 levels of IR, which I will show you later. Now, I'm not going to go into the specs reading them off. I'll just flash them up on screen, and if you're interested, you can pause them. And if you're interested in what comes in the box, because there's quite a bit of stuff that comes in it, not just what's here. You get headbands, all kinds of palaver. I did film myself unboxing it, so if you're interested in that, I'll play it now. And if you're not, you can fast forward it. Roll VT.
Well, the postman's just knocked on my door, and I believe these are my GTMedia N4 electronic night vision binoculars, which have video capability and you can take pictures. So let's get the package open. Just get rid of this plastic bag. Yeah, and I was correct. There they are. Some nice pictures. And there's some instructions on the back, apparently how to stick it on your head. And I don't know if that's in focus. That's what it says it can do on the back of the box. Right, let's get it open and see what we get inside. Okay, I'll just move that box. Oh, that's a nice sturdy case. Oh. And it's even got a little carry handle. Well, let's see what's inside this. Oh, it's packed with goodies. Right, well, let's start at the top. You've got an SD card and an SD card reader, although I believe you can connect it directly to your computer. Instruction manual, I'll have a read of that later. Lens cleaning cloth. Bag. I suppose if you're wearing it around your neck, you could pop this around it, pull the drawstring, give it a bit of protection while it's dangling there. USB-C charging cable. Like a action camera style head mount bracket type thing. And in here we have there's your headband if you want to mount it on your head, which I won't be doing. Right, well, let's see what we've got in here. Right, I believe this is like, you know, your neck strap for dangling it, obviously, around your neck. And finally, in this protective bag, this must be the camera. Well, let's take it out and have a look. Ooh, that looks quite nice. It's quite compact as well. I believe it's made out of that ABS dense plastic. Power button, mode, so I assume that's for switching between video, camera, normal daytime use. Don't know really until I read the instructions. Menu, it might be there that you do that. Shot, I imagine that's like an on and off button. We've got infrared zoom, in and out, and also it looks like manual zoom in and out. There's a bracket there for attaching that head mount. You can adjust the eyepieces in and out to suit a wobbly face. There's your manual focus, depending on how you've got the zoom. And what have we got around the back? We've got another thread attachment there, so I suppose you could mount that on a tripod. The eyepieces feel quite nice. And I think that's your camera lens, and that's your infrared beam lens. Well, I'm looking forward to giving this a try, and in the meantime, I'll read instructions.
What I'll do later on, because there's a couple of hours yet before it gets dark. When it gets dark, I'll step out at tent and I'll do some night vision footage. I've already done some daytime footage. The camera's a bit shaky, but I'll show you that as well. Right, well, I'll catch up with you later and we'll give this a test. Well, my mate's here. He's just sat behind camera and, well, I've still got some of this McEwen's, which I'll pop in my boot, because he's given me one of these tequila and lime, which are 15%, 14.9%. You saw this on my last video when we had them in Derwent River. They're bloody lovely, excuse my language. Well, I'm just going to crack it open. Oh, that lime smell, it hits you straight away. Well, everybody at home, good health. Good health, mate. Cheers. Oh, hey, by gum, that's refreshing. As I said, that lime smells lovely, but oh, it's blended perfectly with that tequila. Well, I'm going to get back to chatting with my mate, and I'll catch up with you later. Well, it's a bit later when I last spoke to you. I hope you can hear me okay, because this stupid microphone, yet again, it's lost its Bluetooth connection and it won't pair. So I can't be bothered going through the rigmarole of trying to reset it all. So let's tuck it away. Well, my mate's left. Did I say it's about 10:30? Because it is. And I'm on my fourth tin, thanks to Mick. I'm McEwen's Champion 7.3. I've had 3 tins and I've had one of those margaritas and lime. But I've been saving this for a nightcap, so let's get it cracked open. Whoa, that smells good. Well, everybody at home, good health and cheers. By gum. That's good beer. I'll just pop it back in my boot. Well, now it's getting a bit darker. It seems an ideal time to test this night vision binocular that I've got, the GTMedia N4 night vision binoculars. I'll just get them out and do a bit of footage. But before I do that, I'll turn all these lights off and turn the camera around, just so you can get an idea of how dark it is, because, well, I imagine you won't be able to see anything. So, yeah, I'll just turn all these lights off and show you. Right, well, you might be able to see an aircraft flying from left to right, and that diagonal line there is the edge of my tent fly with the door open. But you can see there's a bit of light on the clouds there, and as I pan past my tent, that light source is Manchester city centre, so it's giving off a lot of light. But if I pan to the left towards this old quarry, you can see how dark it is. Well, what I'll do now is I'll get these GTMedia M4 night vision binoculars out, and I'll just do a quick pan around towards this old quarry that you saw before, which was pitch black, and let's see how it looks in night vision. I'm still using microphone built into camera. This thing still won't pair, but I'm getting used to it now. It not working all the time. I'll turn it on in about an hour's time and it'll probably be working fine. I don't know why it does it. Anyway, as you saw before from that footage, for around £100, these GTmedia M4 night vision binoculars are pretty good. I thought until I used them they were going to be a bit of a toy. And I suppose compared to military night vision goggles, which these aren't, the binoculars, they're nowhere as good, but they ain't bad. You know, you can see quite a bit with them. I'm pretty impressed by them. Well, I might do a bit more filming, but in the meantime, I'm still on my last tin of beer, so I'm going to put wireless on, listen to some comedy, because it's the, well, I'm not going to say the comedy hour because it's from 10 till 12 on Radio 4 Extra. They're all repeats of comedy programmes that have been on Radio 4. I'm going to put that on and listen to that while I finish off this last can of beer. By gum, that's good beer. Well, I'll get wireless on, as I said, finish off this beer, and I'll bring you back before I bed down for night. See you later. Time's approaching. Let me just turn wireless off. That's better. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, time's approaching 12:30. My mate left a few hours ago. Great to see him. I think I said before, I'm on a local camp. I'm about half a mile away from Peak District National Park boundary. And yeah, it was great to see him. We had a few drinks, a bit of a laugh. And then about 10:30, he walked back with his head torch on, over hill, that away. I know for regular viewers of my videos that tonight I've featured quite heavily that GT N4 night vision binocular set. So if you're not into things like that, I do apologise, but if you've seen my videos before, I don't really do reviews. That was more of a first look stroke test. I don't recommend that you buy it. I don't recommend that you don't buy it. Hopefully, if you are thinking of getting something like that, you've seen what it's capable of doing, and as far as I'm concerned, that's all I wanted to show you. Well, as I said, it's getting towards 12:30 now. Might have gone 12:30 by the time I finish speaking to you. But I'm feeling a bit sleepy now. I've had 4 tins of McEwen's Champion 7.3, courtesy of Mick. I've had 1 small tin, although it was quite strong, getting on for 15% of margarita and lime that my mate brought me over. I've had 2 Scotch eggs. I've not eaten the pasties. And those 2 Scotch eggs are the only thing that I've eaten today. So coupled with exercise, I can live off some of the blubber that I've got pre-stored. Well, as I said, it's gone midnight and I'm feeling a bit sleepy now, so I'm going to get all these lights off, put wireless back on, set the timer for an hour or so, and drift off to sleep while I'm listening to radio. So I'll say good night all, and I'll see you all in the morning. Good night. Good morning all. It's just gone 6 o'clock and I've been woken up by the sound of sheep. Well, I think it's dry outside. Let's open the tent and have a look. Well, it looks like it's a lovely morning. Bloody noisy sheep. Right, well, I think I'll put wireless on, listen to a bit of news, and turn my thoughts to getting a brew on. Well, that's my morning brew made. I shall just grab it. Oh. Oh. It's just what I need to start the day off. Well, I'm going to drink my brew, wait for the sun to come up and warm my tent. It's nearly here. Listen to wireless for news and turn my thoughts to packing up in a bit. But in the meantime, I'm going to drink this brew. That's me, finally out of my tent. Got everything packed up on my back, ready for the off. But before I set off, I'm going to do my usual. This is where I have my tent, and I'm having a last look around for any tent pegs, or more importantly, any bits of rubbish. But it's absolutely spotless. It's as I found it. Like we all do, we'll leave no trace so others can enjoy it. And I've enjoyed this. My mate coming over last night, we had a good chat, a few beers, and I got to test that GTMedia M4 night vision binocular set. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Well, on that note, I'm going to grab my trekking poles and start to plod on back home. So I'll show you a few views along the way, and I'll speak to you when I'm a bit lower down. There's Manchester city centre, and East Manchester is stretching towards me, where I live. Oh, I've dropped down off tops, and I'm in this little woodland which really marks the end of the countryside behind me in that direction. I don't know if you can hear the cars, but that's where suburbia starts. I'm about 10 minutes from my house, so I thought this is as good a place as any to wrap the video up. Well, that was a great little camp, a local camp for local people. And I hope, for those that are asking me to demonstrate those night vision binoculars, the GTMedia N4 ones, that that was enough to give you a bit of a taster and a feel for what they're like. As I said, I've not got far to go before I get back home. So I just want to say thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. And as I always say at the end of my videos, I look forward to your comments, because I do enjoy reading those and replying to them. Well, on that note, there's not really further to say, apart from I'll see you next time for another Hengist Wild Camps, and until then, it's cheerio from me. Goodbye all.